Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. We are continuing our adventure with Harry Potter Wizarding World and the Forbidden Forest experience. And you can see that we're working with the Weasley car on this side and Pickett from Fantastic Beasts on this side. It's a little hard to see him in the picture here, which is why I used the graphic to help create this image. Got the car image. I think online, and I just used colors to match the Weasley car, and then I cut Ron's head out as the driver for this part, and of course designed the whole thing in Cricut Design Space and then cut it out using my Cricut Maker. This picture here is one of the things you can do. You and your friend can stand and throw spells back and forth at each other, and then someone will actually end up winning, which is kind of fun. So blue for this side to match the car, green for this side to match Pickett. So let's go ahead and start with this side. We'll get these attached and then I'll work on the border. Again, I mean, I think it took us over an hour to walk through the experience. We probably could have done it faster, but we were just going at a nice slow pace, trying to see everything. I think we stopped and did almost every experience on the way. You can use a wand to make things happen and interact with the creatures. Sometimes there's quite a line to do that, but again, I don't think this is an experience you want to rush through. You just kind of do it at a nice slow pace, and you will enjoy it more. Again, this image I pulled off of the web and then uploaded it into Cricut Design Space and cut it at 4 different layers so that the color would stand out a little bit more. You might notice there's a thin black line here. I did that with a marker just to help to create some definition on the image there. I'm going to make sure that this page is 12 inches. Oh, and I just realized it's not quite 12 inches, but I think I will solve that by using a border. So we have this piece here, and I'm gonna tear it. We'll see how successful I am getting it all the way down. Oh, well, there we go. Just some leftover. I always hold on to these leftovers because you never know when you can use them. As a border, I have a whole drawer full of 12-inch scraps of paper. And then this was also left over from some project, and I'm just going to attach that into there. A wavy piece. I don't know what other project. I mean, it's very possible this came off of a project that my mother or one of my aunts was doing, but I thought it was appropriate for this spread. Look at how nice that looks. So I need to make sure we're at 12 inches, so I'm going to go to 16 there, which means I need to be, 18 on that side. I need to be at 6 on this side. So I'm just going to leave it on. Oops, why can't I get this to work? Here we go, come on. There we go. So I've got it lined up at 18. I need to go at 6, and then see, that's how I'm going to make this page fit a 12 by 12, in this case by just using the border to get there. You can also see it sticking up a little bit at the top, so it tells me this is not a 12 by 12 piece of paper, which again is fine. It holds a little bit better in the album if it's 12 inches wide. It does not necessarily need to be 12 inches tall, because it can slide down in the plastic page protector. But if it's not 12 inches wide on some of the page protectors, it'll end up sliding around quite a bit. Oh, there we go. Love the way that all these layers of blue have turned out. You can see right here, it's kind of cool the way that all fits together. All right, we'll stick this one up here and start working on this side. Again, I think this is not quite 12 inches wide. Let's see, 15. No, this one is the right size, so don't have to worry about bordering on that one. But we'll get these photos on. Again, this is another example of a picture you're like, what am I looking at? And without providing context in the design, it might be hard for someone to understand, but you can see Pickett there is actually holding some keys. I might actually, I don't have any with me now, but I know that at some craft stores you can find these metal keys that are for scrapbooking, and I might see if I can find one and stick them right here so it looks like it's in his hand. But as of the moment, I do not have that. I am going to use glue for this one, just because he's thin and I don't want to accidentally, I'm going to get his fingers. I don't want tabs to show. I'm probably working a little further down, but I'm making sure that I'm getting glue at the end of all of his little extremities. So, and because he's now getting on top of the picture where there's glue, just have to be super careful, because once it's on there, very hard to get back off. And I think on this one we are going to do a torn edge border double, and because this green is the same as that green, I may end up having to cut this piece because I don't want the two dark greens to overlap. So we'll just have to see how much of it will show, but I really am going to focus on this light green, which is the color of Pickett, but he's on the other side, and so you can see how that helps to have the page be cohesive by reusing some of the same colors. You just don't want them to overlap. Okay, here we go. So let's see. All right, yeah. See, this has got to be. We'll end up. What I'll do here. I think I'm going to do it like this. We'll add this here. We'll put it on the page where it fits nicely, and then I'll cut the rest off. And that normally is a good strategy. So let's see. So I've got about an inch in where I can go, and I think what I'm going to do, we'll just get some nice long tape strips here, and you'll see how this is going to play out. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, I feel like it needs to go over a little more. Whether or not I can get it up without hurting it. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that works a little better. Okay, so that is now there, and I'm just going to come. I hope this doesn't hurt this, but we'll just come right here to that point. Cut that off. There we go. We've got a thin little strap. Yeah, I really like the way that has played out. Okay. There we go. There's Pickett. All right, so Harry Potter Wizarding World, Forbidden Forest experience. And we've got the Weasley car and Pickett. So hope you've enjoyed watching this. I've had a great experience while being there and sharing it with you. So hope to see you again soon. Take care.